Welcome back guys. This is the part 3 of library inventory project, and in this video I will show you how you can view the book details after clicking on this button. And once you click on this button, the pop-up will appear, and inside the pop-up there will be a text box as input fields, and therein you'll get the selected details. In that you will also be able to see the description, which is currently not visible in table format, but once I click on this, the pop-up will appear, and there you can see the text area. In there you can see the description as well. So guys, I've already created part 1 and part 2 of this series, and in part 1 I have demonstrated the working of this project, and in combined with part 1 and part 2, whatever you are seeing this on a screen has covered in that part 1 and part 2. So if you haven't watched part 1 and part 2, I'll recommend you to watch that first before starting with this. So So guys, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so this was created in part 2, wherein you'll add the data and the data will be available here. So what I'll do, I'll add some test data here, test description 6, and let's click on submit. Now you'll see whatever we have added, it is here. Now we will do coding, and we'll add some HTML jQuery code into our current project. So let's get started. I'll go to the project which I've already created here. I have to add one model. So what I'll do, I'll go to the Chrome, I'll go here, I'll add Bootstrap 5 model. No, I'll click on this. There is this model. Okay, so I'll copy this and I will paste that. Here I will paste that. Okay, now once I paste here, I have to go here and I have to add ID is equal to model view data. Then there is this dialog and all. You have to go inside this model body. You have to remove this, add one div here, give this div a class row. Inside this div, you have to add another div, give this as a class call. We'll add one label here to add label for view book name. Can add class form label, close this, give it as a book name. After this label, you have to add input type text class form control ID, and this will be the same, this one. So basically whatever ID you will put here, you have to add that here. An ID of every input type should be unique. So once you add this column, I'll recommend you to just copy paste, because if I'll type all this HTML, it will take time for me as well as for you. So just copy this and just try to remove this, give this as author, remove this view author name, just copy this one. Same way you have to paste it here. Whatever this row you have added, just copy this whole row, paste it here. This is the book name. Now you have to give a book price. Same way you have to add view book price copy this, you have to paste it here. This will be your quantity, and this will be view book quantity. Copy this, paste it here. Okay, same way you have to add another row. Copy this one, paste it here, this whole row. Okay, this div row. And after this there will be ISBN number, so you have to give it as ISBN view book ISBN number. Copy this, paste it here. Last one is quantity, which will be publisher view book publisher. Just paste it here. There is this another div which is for description. What you can do is go here. Okay, this div have a class of row. Okay, inside this there will be another div having a class of column. Here you will add the label, add this much here. This will be description, and here it will be text area. Okay, text area will have a class form control ID view book description rows 3. Here you have to add this one, and you're not going to save some changes or things like that, so I'll recommend you to close this one. Okay, we'll close this, let's save it. Now what you have to do is you have to go to this, this view icon. You have to go here inside this button. You have to add data book details index is equal to single quotes, and inside this single quotes there will be double quotes, and this will be your I. Okay, concat I, and after this you have to write on click is equal to single quotes. You have to write one function on click view data be this. So what function you're calling here, you have to create this function. So just copy paste this function and go below this function, enter and write new function. Okay, now for this function you have to whatever you have given this, right? So for this you are getting parameters here. Okay, so you have to click on view, clicked value. So if I'll just go here, I'll click on this console dot log, and if I call this here, if I'll see now, if I'll click this and if I click on this, I go to the console. So the first array was this one, Okay, so this array will have the index of 0. If I'll click on this array, it will have index of 1. If I click on, the second one, it will have index of 2. The don't go with the ID, because in part 2 we were creating the uniqueness of each data. So we have added this and then we added this. So the ID is same for this. Definitely we will delete it when we will create the delete functionality. But for now, if you see array, if you are familiar with array, you might know this. The index start with 0. This, the first data which is here have the index of 0. So once I click on this, you'll get the index here. Okay, for second one I'll get the index 1. For third one I'll get the index 2. So this ID is 2, but the index is also 2 again. Okay, so that is how it is. And once I close this, now what do we have to do is we have to get the index. And by getting the index, we have to get the data from an array of that particular index. So what you are going to do is we have to go to the Visual Studio first. Then here we will declare one where this will be data book details is equal to view clicked value dot data set dot book details index. Okay, now let's save it. And again we will call this one here console dot log. We will call this data book details here. Copy this, paste it here. Okay, let's see what we are getting. We go to the console, we click on this. We are getting undefined. I guess we are getting this data in a string format, but what I'm going to do is I'll add this in a round bracket and I'll write this as parse int. Okay, let's save it. Let's check again. Click on this. Nan, okay, why is it? Let's go and let's check with this functionality only. Go here, click on Control F5. Okay, let's add the debugger and let's call this and let's check. So you're getting the view clicked value. Okay, you have got this one. Now if you click and this data set, okay, dot, so you are getting this here, but I don't know why, what is happening, why you're not getting. Let's just copy this and just paste it here. We'll see. Okay, copy this. You have copied this and let's close this. Now we will see if it is working or not. So now you can see you are getting the 0. I guess there was something with, I guess there was something with uh, okay, I guess this was the issue. This was the issue. We have to add this I smaller. We have added, you know, capital I here. So that was the issue. Let's go. Let's fix this. Yeah, let's save it. Now, if you go, click on this in a console, you are able to see the 0. Same way, you'll able to see the 1. Okay, so that was the issue, that we have added, capital I here. You have to add small I, uh, which we saw by debugging. Okay, so let's remove this and let's remove this as well. Let's save it. Now after this, you have created one book local storage here, so you have to add this here. Give it as json dot parse local storage dot get item, and double quotes with book details. And once you added this, you are getting the data in this. Okay, you are getting the data, selected data in this. What you have to do is, the data which you have got, you have to show that in a pop-up. Okay, so what you have to do is, you have to top go to the top and just get this ID, get this ID. Okay, come here and double quotes hash dot val. Here you will be adding this one, square bracket, this dot will be the book name. Okay, this one. Okay, go here and add here. Okay, you add this. Same way you have to add another author and all. So what you have to do is create another, go to the top, get this view author name, come here, copy this, paste it here. This will be your book author, paste it here. Same way, copy this, paste it here. Book price, copy it, paste it here. Get the book price, this paste it here. Same way for quantity, copy this. I guess not this one, this one, view, copy this, paste it here, and get the book quantity from here, from the array. This is the array which you have created. Okay, get it from here and just paste it here. Same way for ISBN number, go to the model, ISBN, copy it, paste it here. Quantity you've got, then this is the ISBN. Okay, you're done with this. You have to get the publisher. Okay, this one you can go here, paste it here, get the publisher key from an array, copy this, paste it here. I guess the last one is description, and same way, just get the description ID, paste it here, and array you have to get. From there you will get the description and to add it here. And last, once you add this array details which you are getting from an index of an array, you have to get it in a text box ID, and after that you have to show your model which you have created. So what you have to do is go here, dollar sign. Okay, you have created the model, go to the ID of that model, copy this, and you have to paste it here, the ID of that model, okay, which was present, here, okay, the model which you have created. Dot show round bracket, yeah, done. Save it. Let's go to the design. Let's see how it is, if it is working or not. Once you click on this, you are able to see the data now. Yeah, you are able to see, but you are not able to close the button. This thing is not working. So I'll refresh this again. I'll check for this text, this test book 6. Let's click on this. So you can see this, the description is also we are able to see. So let's, go ahead, refresh this. What you have to do is, what you have to do right now is you have to add functionality to close this pop-up. Okay. So what you can do is go to the top. Uh, there is this, you have added the model, you have added the model and all the inputs detailed there. So what you have to do, you have to add one class here, btn model close. Same way, copy this class and add it here. Okay. Now go inside the document.ready function. After this, you will be adding one click event which will be on the class, on the click of the class which we have, added there. Dot click function round bracket. This will be dot model dot hide. Okay, let's save it, and let's check again if it is working fine. I click on this, okay, the data is visible. I click on close, the data is, the pop-up is getting closed. I click on this, yeah, the pop-up is getting closed. I'm able to, close it and check for the another data as well. So it is working fine. So guys, that is it. With the view functionality, we have achieved it. I will come up with the next video, part 4 of this series, wherein I'll cover the add delete functionality. So guys, one more thing, I'll you know I'll keep you in notice that we have achieved this thing with the local storage and not with just an array. So I'll recommend you to watch part 2, wherein I have explained about local storage and how you can push the data from an array to a local storage, and how you can get the data from an local storage to your page. So I have covered that in a part 2. So please go watch the part 2 and part 1 also before starting this video. So guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you really did, please subscribe to my channel and keep supporting. Bye.